There's an old saying that goes, records are meant to be broken. But is that really so? Cy Young won 511 games. Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals in a single Olympiad. The UCLA Bruins won 88 consecutive games between 1971 and 1974. Most would agree those are marks that will never be surpassed. However, there have been some numbers that we thought could never be challenged, much less broken, that were. Examples of records that have been broken during my lifetime include Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron had their career home run marks broken between 1974 and 2007. Since 2008, 4 players have entered the 500 home run club, 3 others have gathered 600 homers, and 1 more recorded over 700. Here are some stars atop the active home run leaderboard. Currently, there are 6 active players with at least 250 career round trippers that are 32 years of age or younger. Lou Gehrig's consecutive game streak was set in 1939 and was passed by Cal Ripken in 1995. Only 7 players in history have strung together a streak of at least 1,000 consecutive games. Ty Cobb retired in 1928 with 4,189 career hits. It took until 1985 for Pete Rose to catch him. Even though Derek Jeter and Albert Pujols put up lofty hit totals, they were still so far away that no mention was made of them challenging the record. Those in or near the 2,000 hit club are all up there in age and quite a distance from 3,000. Sandy Koufax threw his last career no-hitter, a perfect game, in 1965. Many felt the record of 4 no-nos would stand, until Nolan Ryan came around. The record was tied by 1975, eclipsed in 1981, and shattered by 1991. Nowadays, it's a tremendous feat if a pitcher records 2 no-hitters, and are thought of as superior when they pick up 3. By the way, only 35 pitchers have thrown multiple no-hitters, and besides Ryan and Koufax, only 4 others have tossed 3 in their career. Walter Johnson set an unthinkable goal with his career strikeouts total held since 1919. It was passed twice in 1983. Only 19 pitchers have reached 3,000 strikeouts, 7 of whom did so within the last 20 years. Verlander and Scherzer are in their early 40s and are each 800 away from 4,000. The next 5 active leaders have a bit to go before they hit 3,000, and based on how quick managers bring out the hook, won't get enough chances to reach 5,700. Don Drysdale's consecutive scoreless innings mark was number 1 from 1968 until 1988. Orel Hershiser's record still stands. In the 1983-84 NBA season, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar broke Wilt Chamberlain's career points record. The mark was just passed by LeBron James. Will his record stand over the next 40 years? The assists record has passed hands 3 times since Magic Johnson seemingly cemented the mark during the 1990-91 campaign. John Stockton broke the record in 1995 and is one of 6 others with over 10,000 for their career. During the 1971-72 season, Wilt Chamberlain passed Bill Russell for most total rebounds ever. He finished with just under 24,000. The number 1 active player in that category isn't even halfway there. Kareem had the mark of most career blocks for 19 years until Hakeem Olajuwon came along. Again, this record is safe for quite some time. Though the stat is called a steal, it is legal in basketball, and John Stockton's career mark has held for 28 years and counting. Russell Westbrook is 34 years old already, and he might be the only active player to take a serious shot, though it's highly unlikely he'll reach it. The three-point shot has become a staple in the game over the last generation. Dale Ellis set a mark of 882 in 1993 and has been passed by the likes of Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and most recently Steph Curry. This stat has a list which is constantly shuffling, with 12 active players residing in the top 30 all time. The triple-double stat was officially recognized starting in 1951. Oscar Robertson had the top mark since 1962 and was surpassed by Westbrook in 2021. Here's another stat that has many active players quickly moving up the charts. Gordie Howe played for 26 seasons in the NHL and during his time set career marks in goals and games played. Wayne Gretzky passed him in goals during the 1994 season. Patrick Marleau became the new all-time games leader in 2021. Alex Ovechkin is on his way to setting a new goals mark if he continues on his current pace. No one was going to catch Mr. Hockey in career assists, right? That's what many felt after he retired in 1980. Howe is currently 10th on the all-time list, and the Great One changed the record book for good after his 21-year career concluded. 50 players have at least 5 career NHL Stanley Cup championships. Henri Richard is the winningest player in league history, and that mark might last forever. In the NFL, the mark for most passing yards has shifted dramatically since Dan Marino retired in 1999. Never say never with this record. Marino's career touchdown mark of 420 seemed a magic number, but has been passed 6 times since 2006. Is Jerry Rice so far ahead of the pack that his receiving record is safe forever? Can we say the same for Emmitt Smith and his rushing record? 4 Super Bowl wins seemed an unthinkable mark to break after watching Bradshaw in Montana. Tom Brady may have cemented the mark for most wins in this championship era. A major update, Novak Djokovic won the 2023 US Open, his 24th career Grand Slam singles title in tennis. He extends the all-time men's mark and now ties Margaret Court on the women's side, who set the record in 1973. Sam Snead and Tiger Woods are tied with 82 all-time PGA Tour wins. Jack Nicklaus has the most majors victories with 18. 5 boxers have won championships in at least 5 different weight classes. All of these titles were won over the last 40 years. Evander Holyfield is the only 4-time heavyweight champion. 4 other heavyweights have won the biggest prize on 3 separate occasions. Who do you think might set a new record? What important stat was left out? Let me know in the comments section below.